Hello students, welcome you all to yet another interesting session of this chapter about Evelyn Glennie. In our previous class, we studied some points about Evelyn Glennie, how she got selected in Royal Academy of Music at London, how she became deaf, how she determined herself and proclaimed her career. Let's know it further. It is intriguing to watch Evelyn function so effortlessly without hearing. It is intriguing, that is, it is surprising to watch Evelyn's functions so effortlessly when she performs so effortlessly without hearing it. In our 2 hours discussion, she never missed a word, and the author, the narrator, when he was interviewing Evelyn, he said that in the 2 hours of discussion, Evelyn never missed a word. Man with bushy beard give me trouble. She laughed. It is just not just watching the lips, it's the whole face, especially the eyes. And she was saying that man with bushy beards, that means the man, those who have bushy beards and very dense beard, it gave her a trouble to understand the words of a person. And when she was saying these words, she was laughing. It is not just watching the lips, it is not just watching the lips and guess that what he was saying, but it is the whole face, especially the eyes. It is the whole face of looking at the person who was saying, especially his eyes. She speaks flawlessly with a Scottish lilt. She speaks flawlessly, that means without any fault, but there is some touch of Scottish accents in her language. My speech is clear because I could hear till I was 11, and she said that she could speak very clearly because till 11 years she could hear, so because of that she learned how to speak. She says, but that doesn't explain how she managed to learn French and master basic Japanese. And but this was not able to explain that how she learned French and also mastered in Japanese. As for music, she explains, it pours in through every part of my body. But for music, she always explains that the music came to his body through the body parts. It tingles in the skin, my cheekbones, and even in my hair, as if the music, it tingles it, as if it touches my, it gives a sensation in my skin, in my cheekbones, and also even my hairs. Even she plays the xylophone, she can sense the sound of passing up the sticks into her fingertips. In this picture you could see the xylophone. So how you have to use, to using some sticks they have to use it. So here when she was saying that when she was playing the xylophone, she can sense the sound passing up the sticks into her fingertips, as if from the sticks, the music, the tones of it passing to her body through the fingertips. By learning against the drums, she can feel the resonance flowing into her body. When she was leaning against the drums, when she was trying to play the drums, she could feel the resonance, the echoes of sound that flows into her body. On a wooden platform, she removes her shoes so that the vibration pass through her bare feet and up her legs. And she told that in a wooden platform, when she went to perform, what she did, she removes her shoes. Why? To feel the vibration pass her bare feet and up her legs. When the music will be played, she could feel the music through the vibration of the stage through her legs and through the bare feet. Not surprisingly, Evelyn delights her audience. In 1991, she was presented with the Royal Philharmonic Society's prestigious Soloist of the Year award. Says master percussionist James Braid's, God may have taken her hearing, but he has given her back something extraordinary. What we hear, she feels far more deeply than any of us. That is why she expresses music so beautifully. So, not very surprisingly, Evelyn delights the audiences. Audiences love to listen the music of Evelyn, and in 1991 she was presented with the Royal Philharmonic Society's prestigious Soloist of the Year award. And says master percussionist James Blade. Once James Blade, the master of percussionist, says that God may have taken an ability from her, the hearing ability of her, but he has given back something extraordinary to her. And what we can hear, she could feel that more deeply and than any of us. When we are hearing, how much we can feel that, or how much we can hear that, more than that she could feel. That is why she expresses music so beautifully. As we know, music is all about feelings. So because she has the power of feeling so beautifully, that's why she also presents the music so perfectly and beautifully. Evelyn confesses that she is something of a workaholic. Evelyn confesses herself that she loves to do workaholic. I have just got to work, often harder than classical musician. She tried to work hard and often harder. That means the classical musician, how much they have to work more than that, more than those musicians, they try to work hard, but the rewards are enormous. The rewards that she received, those are enormous. Apart from the regular concerts, Evelyn also gives free concerts in prisons and hospitals. The regular concerts she gave, but apart from that, for free, she conduct the concerts in prisons and hospitals also. She also gives high priority to classes for young musicians. She also gave the priority to take the classes for the young musicians. And Richlin of the Beethoven Fund for Deaf Children says she is a shining inspiration for deaf children. A person whose name was Anne Richlin for the of the Beethoven Fund. There is the name of a fund for deaf children. She says that she is, that means Evelyn is a shining inspiration for deaf children. They see that there is nowhere that they cannot go. They could see, they could imagine that there is nothing that they could not do. Evelyn Glenn has already accomplished more than most people twice her age. Evelyn Glennie had accomplished more than what of her age people has achieved. She has brought percussion to the front of the orchestra. Because of her, the percussion came in front of the orchestra and demonstrated that it can be very moving. She had given inspiration to those who are handicapped and demonstrated that it can be very moving. That means percussions also can move. That means we can take from the backstage to the front stage, and she has given inspiration those who are handicapped, having disability in some part of their body. To them she become an inspiration. People who look her and say, if she can do, I can also. When people look at them, they can say that if she can do anything, then why not we? And Not the least, she has given enormous pleasure to millions. And not the least, the thing is, the most important thing is that she gave enormous pleasure to millions of people. Okay, this is the completion of the chapter. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. I already sent you the word meanings. You can relate it with that and read the chapter once. Still, if you have any doubt, you can ask me. Then do the question answers thinking about the text. Thank you and have a nice day.